hates me because I talked to him for 5 seconds.
Oh, bro, you got to film yourself doing these interviews. You got to make everything you do public. And when you do that, you'll see that it's like you are the magnet, but it comes down to the communication that you're putting out. Like, don't see, that's the thing. It's just like this engagement. To even speak to a reporter for 3 minutes and not film it is a waste of your fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, you got to publish everything. Just make it the Max Rice show. You already did this. I mean, you see me doing it over here, but I don't know if you want to do it the way I do it, but nonetheless, I think the way that I do it is like the easiest way to do it, which is just live stream your office for 40 hours a week. You know?
Sorry. You're right. I gotta get going, but you go get those gains. Let me change your mind.
Okay, thanks.
And Anthony's mom really appreciates what you're doing.
She appreciates what you're doing. All right, talk to you soon.
Well, no, you. Because she told me she didn't. All you guys were posting.
Yeah, I mean, I'll share out anything you publish. You know.
Yeah, no, you're a Mitch. Enjoy. Get some gains.
Okay, thanks. Talk to you soon.
No pain, no gain. All right.
Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God should be this down. Thy attention from the shoulder and all stages in one time that the midnight blossoms flower. The oneness is yet even in the sun, thou shalt not be one. If thou restrain the expression, shift thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Let the thought divinely
Hey guys, Anthony with the banter.
Observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hand, hour after hour, thy vigilance. Sentence and key turned inward amidst no atom of analysis. Fixed on one thought, securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word next. Still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. Time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. If thou restrain,
It's all that running in your mouth.
thy
It's true, it's been a lot of running my mouth, but I mean, you know, what do you think politics is? It's fucking rhetoric.
sight and strength, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and one in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the ceremonies of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou makest abode the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sleep softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divine free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands. Hour after hour thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward. No atom of analysis. 6 on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Exhale that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. Last all these things in one were power. Time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayest abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to leave be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observance entity. Watch every thought that springs in hand. Hour after hour, thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward mist. Lord, atom of analysis, fixed on what thoughts securely bid. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame strict and unstirred, burn up thy being. Next till that ecstasy cold on. Thy meditations feeling strong, staying even gone. Should he distract thy attention from the chosen path? Last all these things in one or party, time that the midnight lost. Before the invention of I could while away. Seven keys. Now this is some old school life hacks. You see someone pulling a fuse cord, will first let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth and one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight up stirred, burn up thy being word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slain God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen? Last all these things in one power. Time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I reveal thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Ooh. There are seven keys to the great gate, being eight in one and one in eight. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst aboard the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live, be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slain even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered. Time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother silver star. Seven keys to the great
This is how some gas stations in the U.S. scam people. The difference comes down to a non-bubble nozzle versus a bubble nozzle. The green one is a non-bubble nozzle. It fills your container smoothly and can move every gallon you're paying for. But the red one, which shady stations tend to use, is a bubble nozzle. It pumps a ton of air along with the gas, tricking the meter into thinking the tank's full, so you end up paying for fuel you're not actually getting. This is how some gas stations in the U.S. scam people. The difference comes down to a non-bubble nozzle versus a bubble nozzle. The green one is a non-bubble nozzle. It fills your container smoothly and can move every gallon you're paying for. But the red one, which shady stations tend to use, is a bubble nozzle. It pumps a ton of air along with the gas, tricking the meter into thinking the tank's full, so you end up paying for fuel you're not actually getting. This is how some gas stations in the U.S.
so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its
Love that talking.
entity. Watch every thought that spring enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one overpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression and choose thy glance to rapture's darkling, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There are seven keys to the great gate, being eight in one and one in eight. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the ceremony Frigid babes that tease the thought next. Let the breath rhythm be low. Easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that sprang enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, born of thy being in one wordness, still that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression should, thy glance to rapture's darkling road, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There's 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Core frigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Still that ecstasy prolonged, the meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. All these things in one overpowered time, that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling road, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of his high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, 7 keys to the great game. Being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy beat be in tune with the great seas, Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well till I be bound to the one of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observed, sense and see. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. 6 on thoughts securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one or power. Time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation, thy speed and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Lost all these things when one is clear, turn up the midnight blossom flower. This is yet even this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great seas, Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to live, be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observed, its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. 6 on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Lost all these things in one power. Time at the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression shoot, thy glance to rapture's darkling roots, discarding name, form, sign, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of a will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that I be in tune with the grace specific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and come sway softly as a will to live, be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observance entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Princes and kings turned inwardness, no matter more than lawless six on one thought, securely pinned, still every
Guess what my second job was, Devo? I own a Starbucks, Devo. I own a Starbucks and I'm fucking famous, Devo. But I wouldn't expect you to understand, Devo. You're a fucking dumb astronomical Devo. Like, man, shut the fuck up, nigga. This nigga trolling, but y'all niggas trolling.
She had you come here to get packed up, you nasty bitch, you don't know how no wires,
Welcome to the Holocaust Code.
What is his full name?
Hello? Hello?
That's Kitover. Sure does. How you doing?
I am AI. You know, just how, you know how they have midgets and vending machines that give you your chips or soda? I'm like the new AI job, AI employee.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. Do you know there was a girl named Michelle Knapp? I used to work with this girl, and I joked one day about that. I said, because there was a little vending machine that made hot cocoa, and I said, you know, they have little midgets inside that make it, and you know that she really believed it, and we would go around the hall. It was like the biggest joke. This wasn't that long ago. This woman was a full-like functioning woman.
Well, there should just be like an AI query union or something where you have to go to humans to conduct your AI search or something.
Like, wait, so that's hilarious that you said that though, because that's like a real joke. That's a real joke. And I know what to think. God bless you, Michelle, for me. What do you think about the Tesla cars that, oh my gosh, she was fun to hang out with again. So I'm showing this pillow that my mom gave me.
Is this the complaint line?
Yeah.
I was trying to get in touch with customer service.
No problem. We're just gonna need a $5 to $25 cash app, and then we're gonna forward you to India.
My credit card keeps getting charged, and I'm not placing these charges, and I'm very upset. I'd like my money back, and I would like the charges to stop, but I do not want a new card.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was so weird.
Hello? Well, you're telling me I have to write a letter now? All right, fine. So I guess I got to write a letter. Thank you very little.
You're very welcome. Ding. All right, Bima, you were saying you were sewing this pillow, and I'm sorry. Oh, Bob, just turn on here. Well, this is why we can't have next things, Mr.
I'm just kidding, Dippity. I'm not going to bother you forever.
All right, go ahead.
But all right, I'm done.
So it's the pillowcase.
First, let the body of
It's not the pillowcase. It's the actual pillow that you put inside a pillowcase. And so I can't turn it inside out, right, unless I break a stitch on it.
Yeah, but is sacrificing your son haram or halal?
like I told you, you may pursue something.
Just thought they do you hear me?
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the settlements of will. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour life. No atom of analysis, 6 of my thoughts. Straight and uncertain, burn up like in one word. Ecstasy from long time meditation, see the strong. Speaking of should be distracted by attention from rituals and acts. Last always is in one time night essence flower. This is it, even in this my soul shall First, let the body of thee be still, bound of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort. Fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that I be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Let life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well-lived be bound to the one love of the profound. Let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour, their vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of
analysis. Someone gone securely pinned. Through every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and stirred. Burn up by the end.
By the way, this room is called Y'all Ass Annoying. Even on this high Hello? 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 Sway softly as a will to live me down to the one love of the profound. Let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch it. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the You could hear me the whole time.
Plunge from the height, oh God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, oh man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of praise. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to death, that is cancer, whose sigil is up. This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfecting itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is a holy hexagram. Push from the heights, oh God, and interlock with man. Push from the heights, oh man, and interlock with peace. The red triangle is a descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is a that is cancer. Whose ego is not this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with thee. Red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that word equal to death that is cancer? Whose sigil is death, this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfected itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power. Abrahadabra is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to Chet, that is cancer? Whose sigil is chance? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the and a Masters of Law, and then I did my bar in London. So I got the SQE, which is equivalent to, I think, the JD in the US. It's really good, but New York bar is I would say number one.
You guys have on a laundromat for 15.
So how would we understand your law degree given that you guys have the barrister system there?
It's the same thing. A barrister, you're talking about a barrister and a solicitor. A solicitor is like the person who advises, who does the nit and grit when it comes to looking at the case as a whole and seeing any legal remedies, any breaches. A barrister presents at court. So each facet gives you the ability to get money. But what I did was the SQE, which is the solicitor qualification exam.
Got it. Nice.
Anything else? Do you guys know Oxford? Because I feel like Americans, they're not that well versed when it comes to British universities. I might be mistaken.
I've been to Oxford a couple times, Cambridge a couple times. No other.
The university.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like equivalent to, I'd say, Harvard in the US, but like not. It's the two strongest universities. Technically not right now. LSE is number one in the UK, but it was in the UK.
Oh, the London School of Economics is number one in the.
Right now, yeah.
But like you get number one based on research and stuff like that. So oh no, unless he pulled it off.
But like, aren't the universities in the UK, they're narrowly focused on what you learn when you go to university in the UK, whereas in the US it's sort of a more liberal arts focus or a broader focus. So it's almost an analog between a Roman style versus Greek style of thinking about the world, sort of specialization skill versus a more broadened education.
I would say I do agree with you to a certain extent. I think the UK, in terms of their system, is just more suited to me because I did my schooling all my life in British schools. I did it in Dubai, and then I went and I finished the last 3 years in a boarding school in Geneva. But my cousins, they went to the US, and my brother. And for them, it was easier than a British system. A British system is like British unis are stricter. They're like more intense.
So what was, so you said you got an LLB. What was the
Bachelor's, or like what subjects did I take?
what was the degree name?
The degree name was Bachelor's of Laws. And then my master's was International Commercial and Business Law.
This was at Oxford?
Yeah, dealt with like international arbitration. We did, for example, like Philip Morris, the case about, it was an Australian businessman. No, it was an English businessman who owned a cigarette company in Australia. And because of the government's amendments of the law, they made cigarettes essentially more unattractive to consumers, which in turn infringed upon the bilateral investment treaty between the investor and Australia. So he raised a case in arbitration and got a payout of 600 million. We also did like international economic investment law. We did international maritime law. Like it's a very intensive course. I feel like the only reason I got in was my grades, but also I took a gap for a year, and I was working at a high position in the government for that year.
Huh. That's interesting. So what college did you go to?
Look, I don't get the premise of college. Like, what is college? For us in the UK, we did something called foundation.
Like, what was
before
the name?
we went into university.
Like Oxford. Like you said, you went to Oxford, but what was the name?
University of Oxford?
Right. So no, but what was the name? Like, Oxford is a federated university, right? And so there's like different. You don't like. I was at Oxford. Like you did something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what was the name? Like where did you study at? You studied at where? At where? I was at what? Are you following me?
Faculty of Law, School of Law, and all.
Never mind. What was your what was your college's JCR like?
What's JCR? What's that abbreviated to? I'm not sure what JCR is.
You went to Oxford?
Yeah.
And you don't know what a JCR is?
No.
Okay, I don't think you went to Oxford.
Because I don't know what JCR is?
Yeah.
But I did my bachelor's at King's College. I don't know what JCR is still.
What was your
Are you a fan of Muhammad El-Arian,
Of who?
the president of King's College?
Why the hell do you know the president? I don't even know the president.
You should know the president of King's College.
Why should I know the president of King's College? I used to go to uni, attend the classes, then fuck off. I was in London, I was on a government scholarship.
Ascending tongue of grace, the blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power. Abrahadabra is the sign of the great work, for the great work is accomplished in silence, and behold, is not that.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thorn. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen at best. All these things in one o'erpower, time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and one in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayest abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being Sway softly as a well to live beyond, to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen turned inward amidst no atom of analysis. Fixed on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word next. Still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one or power, time that the midnight blossom flowered, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling room, discarding name, form, sight, and strength, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the ceremonies of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou makest to bold the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a well to leave be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward. No atom of analysis, 6 on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolong, thy Thy meditations deep and strong, slating even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. Last all these things in one power, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do again. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkening root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayest abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune. A population of places is actually so crowded. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to leave be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands. Hour after hour, thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like the flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being unaware. Next, till that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. Last all these things in one power, time that the midnight blossom flow. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that I be in tune with the great seas, Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance intense and keen turned inward miss. No atom of analysis. Sixth, thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So, like a flame straight stirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next to that ecstasy, prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen.
Somebody put in one of my chats when they were like, a fedora. No, that's real work.